Hey, real quick before the video starts, turns out 90% of you are not subscribed. So just hit the button, it's free. And it also really helps out my channel. Okay, back to the video. Listen, I've been away for a bit. And I would like to say I was putting together one of the best videos I ever made, but I wasn't. In reality, I was getting drunk off root beers and spending 18 hours of my day watching anime, so I have no excuses. But let's not focus too much on the past, let's focus on the present whilst I talk about the future. I want to talk about Sumeru. And I just want to preference I'm not too enlightened on the Genshin delay situation, but I know it's bad. So just remember to take it easy on them. Anyways, I will have some crazy suggestions that even I don't think will be added, but I'll try to keep it realistic for the sake of the people who have limited imaginations. Twitter. So let's get started with the minimap. I recently started a new account and farming all these chests are a pain. Interactive maps are confusing, videos are too long, and the chest finder is boring and sometimes misleading. But if there was a way to look at the minimap and see chests around you, it would make grinding so much easier. And since some people like to explore and find chests all on their own, I think it should be an item, like a treasure map that you get after reaching a certain level in the Sumeru reputation rewards. And when equipped, it can show you all the chests in a small radius. Maybe I'm just lazy, but to me, this will make exploring so much more fun and easy. For me and other people who just want to get those 2 primos. And I could see this being added since Sumeru is suspected to be in a desert. And where is treasure buried? In the sand. Mind blown. Speaking of sand, I want to see some sandstorms and not some tiny effect that blurs your vision. I want sand tornadoes that pick you up if you're too close, or droughts that make you overheat. Basically, I want some natural disasters that make exploring scary, as a desert should be. As I said, there can be droughts that give you the overheat effect that has the same properties as freezing in Dragonspine, and you'll need to find a cool air or drink water to get rid of the effect. And the best part is, it doesn't even need to be planted in the world of reality. It can be as crazy as you want it. Like sandstorms have a mind of its own, creating different creations to stop you, like a sand tsunami or sand tornado, that sends you flying if you get too close. Okay, that's a bit out there, but you get the point. Make the desert scary. But I don't want Sumeru to be bad 24/7. Let's keep it calm, but only sometimes bring the death and destruction. Or people might not want to stay in it when they're done exploring. And since we're in the desert, let's give the traveler a skin. I think Genshin really missed out on giving the traveler a skin for each region. Imagine an Inazuma traveler or a skin based off leeway. Things like that to make the traveler more unique. And the best part is, it's not too late. I think now is a good time to give Lumine and Aether a skin, as the desert can really mess you up if you don't wear the right clothing. Maybe give them something to protect them from the heat or blowing sand, or just base it off what NPCs wear in Sumeru. But make it cool. Ironically, this is the most simple idea, but I don't think it's going to be added. It's more likely that Genshin will give us 100 free pulls before they ever make the NPC remotely cool. Sorry, Traveler mains, but you have to admit, Hoyoverse mistreats the Traveler. I'm not saying tierless or factual, but all the current Travelers are definitely low tier. I used air quotes, by the way. I'm not saying a skin will boost them to God status, but it will definitely make me want to use the Traveler more often. Okay, we're almost at the final idea, but before that, let's run some small ideas that can't be its own topic. First off, why doesn't every region have its own special movement item? In Mondstadt we have the wing gliders, and I guess Inazuma has the boat, even though it's technically from the Golden Archipelago. But why doesn't Leeway have anything? Give Leeway a rock climbing item that reduces stamina while climbing, or a rope that saves us from a fall. Something unique to Leeway that I can use on my journeys. We could also give Sumeru some sort of sand boat like from Avatar or One Piece. I don't know how it would work, but the concept makes sense to me. Next, give us a free my voice cracked, shit. Next, give us a free Dendro unit. We already got one of every element for free already, so why not a free Dendro unit? And I know Noelle is not technically free, but anyone can get her at any time, so. And this will not only make players happy, it will also let us test the reactions out between Dendro and other elements. Or just give us Dendro Traveler and let everyone be sad. Your choice. And our final short idea is... please, bring back the Adventure Handbook. It's a very fun thing to do, and I don't understand why we didn't get it back in Inazuma. It's a good way of making us work for Primos and entices us to explore the region. I don't know, maybe there's a deeper reason why they don't want it back, but to me, as a player, the handbook is extremely useless as it is. And to me, this is the most simple way of making it useful again. And for our final idea, we shall bring forth what every endgame player wishes for: a harder abyss. After my artifact and banner video, I thought to myself, damn, if any of these were added, we would have no use for them. For the plain and simple reason of, there's no content for it. Unless you're using a character with shit artifacts and level 1 talents, there's no way you're struggling with the abyss in the end game. So, there's no reason for characters to come out faster or good artifacts to be easier to obtain, because there's no content for it. As it stands, the current abyss is just a glorified character showcase, buffing the current banner character, which I don't mind, it doesn't bother me. I go in, get my primos, and leave until next rotation. But for the players who spend a huge amount of time and money on the game, I feel bad, because maybe it takes me 3 to 4 attempts to beat the abyss, but to them it most likely takes 1 or 2 attempts. Imagine that, after all your time, all your money, there's no content that makes you need to try. You're just stuck waiting for a reason to play besides use your resin. And that annoys me. I want to be better. I want to have the best characters I can have. But there's no point if there's no content to use them in. Don't get me wrong, I love Genshin, and if they don't add a harder abyss, I won't quit. But I won't feel the need to roll on better characters or constellations because I don't need them. There's no need for me to be better if the game can already be beat. And since I have been complaining for a while, I'll give 2 new abyss ideas that fit what I want. Number 1 is an abyss for each element, making you need to make DPS characters for each element, having used all those characters you rolled for but neglected. Or 2, add more floors to the abyss, going all the way up to floor 25. This one has no buffs besides the cards, has more enemies on each floor, and won't reset until all 13 floors are complete. These may not be the best ideas, but it encapsulates what I want, a reason for me to use different characters and harder enemies to face. So I hope in 3.0 we have something like that, something that makes me need to get these good artifacts, something that makes me need to use characters I never get to use. Okay, we went into a bit of negativity there at the end, so let's switch it up for our conclusion. So those are all my ideas. Some are more realistic than others, and some are plain out never gonna happen, but it's nice to dream of the possibilities that can happen. And who knows, maybe Genshin will surprise us. And with that said, I hope you have an eventful day.